kinds of information and storing them onto a server so that students can access this information even when they are offline. But it can also be done when they are online. But you know the challenge of internet, it is on the server in the medical library, and the students can easily access it. Then later, Moodle was introduced, and Moodle is currently sitting on the same server with e-greenery. That is what you get on the page. When you open the e-greenery, then you can access it. So this is our logon page at the university. If you are looking at the far end corner, it says you are logged in as Fremtel. Fremtel is one of our current students. When we began, a few students were trained, and they are helping to upload the courses onto Moodle. So it is one of the people that have been trained. And when a student gets to this page, for full access to courses, you need to create yourself an account. So the first time users will have to create an account before they can log on to them. And you can restrict who creates an account by specifying who the students in your class are. And once the student logs on, they can come to this page. And on this page, then they will decide where they are going to go to, which subject they are going to search, or if they are actually going to go to the nursing sciences page. So the next one is the nursing sciences page. So it says user menu, course categories, nursing sciences. Those are familiar nursing sciences courses. So once a student is there, then they will know where to go. Am I doing a nursing research assignment, or is it nursing education? This is an example of one course, that is nursing education, and what has been uploaded there. So the syllabus and course content, and then everything else, the course materials that are uploaded there. It shows who the participants are, who the online, the person is logged on, and what the different things will be going on. You can put your assignment, students will put their work. So that is what we have started doing, because we have been talking all these years, and now we need to just be seen online. Of course, you can put your voice there too. So the reason we did that is because we are trying to increase the intake. We are taking about 35 at the most students. From last year, we took an intake of 70, and this year it will be 136. And so that is one of the advantages, that we will increase students' enrollment and output. We hope to increase by 100 each year. And in the next 2-3 years, we'll have an intake of 300 per year. That is where we are aiming at for now. So we'd like to address the human resource crisis. And we are thinking this is an opportunity where we can try to make a bachelor's degree the minimum qualification for nursing in the country. It also facilitates teaching and coaching of students, because they can do it even when they are in the hostel. You agree with me that the nursing programs are not very friendly. They don't allow us to socialize. We are class 8 to 16 every day. The student has no time to do it. But when they go home in the evening, they can do this and get several materials. And it's a more efficient use of time and financial resources, which motivates members of staff to register for training. Because if I would like to know more about nutrition, I may not be comfortable to be in the same class, maybe with my former students, and then, but when we are online, then it will motivate different members of staff to register for different courses where they are not experts. The challenges are, of course, poor internet connectivity. Supervision of practical experience is costly, and so we require definitely mentors in different parts of the country. And for a lot of us in this country, we have poor computer skills, including the lecturers themselves. Some have never opened the computer or they don't even have a username and password. But when we started, we tried to get everyone a username and password, and we read their mail and send them mail as much as we could. And hopefully everybody gets to some kind of expertise. And all of us now in the department have been trained in distance learning. So where are we? Journalism is stored. Our lecturers trained, and lecturers are developing distance education movement. And we have started preliminary discussions with the stakeholders, and they have been very, very receptive. I hope there is nobody here on that picture. But the other uses of e-learning in Zambia to help mentor young scholars. For example, if you are at a different school and you would like to connect with us and to use our materials, you can get mentorship through that. Promotes development of writing skills, and of course they do promote critical thinking and evidence-based practice. Thank you very much.
I'm also very much concerned considering the levels of nursing education which we have in Zambia, which starts at certificate level, diploma level, and other specialties, as well as at degree level. Now, most of the information, if we have to look at it, that side, is suitable for those who are pursuing Bachelor of Science in nursing, and not basically addressing the level of certificate orders and diploma orders, which is more simpler level or summarized level. Now, if we have to access that as students, I think it may be something maybe difficult for students to understand the concept because of the level at what they are. And now as lecturers in those schools, we know at level which we have to take those students. And we have our own lecture materials, which we have to maybe upload on that website so that they can access. Now, how is for us as lecturers who are up there in schools, is it to upload those materials so that those students at that level, maybe if it is the Macha, which is in road nursing, looking in road nursing, at level they can access the same material. How easy is it for us to do that?
Also that they can run concurrently. While you are setting up, giving computers, the teachers can be trained to use Moodle. They can begin to prepare the materials to upload them on Moodle. So that these two are running concurrently, and it takes less time to eventually begin to upload and giving access to the students.
Yeah, thank you very much. And it is a very good presentation. I really appreciate all the information, the content especially. I think MachaWorks is trying to implement the same software, and that is the reason why we have installed some computer labs in some of the nursing training schools. For example, in Kenya, I think we have installed about 50 computers, which at least nursing students are able to access internet through those computers. But the concern is on rural schools.
Yes.
That's 2 weeks ago we had a tour, marathon tour, to almost all the nursing training schools. And we saw the need actually, where in some of the nursing training schools, there are only computers for administration, but not for students. And Moodle is for students. So that's why I think we start with the basics from the basics, then we advance to the internet, then from the internet we go to the software. We are trying with Communication Authority of Zambia, which is now ZICTA, to see to it that we connect most of the rural areas. And we see in our presentation, we want by the year 2020, we have got a strategic plan that about 200 sites will be connected. And if we work well with our partners, then that should be possible. Because this is it needs collaborative efforts. You can't do it alone. You need different partners to come in so that we can see how we can roll out the ICT aspect. But I think then I'll pose a question on all the participants here. What do you need first? I think that is very important. What do you need in order for the Moodle software to work?
It's good to learn that e-learning has been promoted in the department, and of course I would like to also appreciate Mr. Mwentu's his concerns that we need to look at the basics. I think these two are very, very important points, and I would like to maybe highlight the fact that stakeholders need to come in, like for instance, Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health are the ones that are providing financial grants to institutions to ensure that the schools run. And in the case of the e-granary, I'm pretty sure we can easily, as a school, we can easily benefit from that if the Ministry of Health and the General Nursing Council of Zambia, who are the custodian of the curriculum in the schools, if we are put together and the schools to discuss this issue, I'm pretty sure that what GNC is doing and the Ministry of Health is doing, put together, we can promote the e-learning in the nursing schools. All these differences that we might be facing, of course, they might also be resolved. But I think the key issue definitely is the issue of computers in the schools. I think nursing school has benefited from Macha Works with the computers that they contributed to that school, and I feel proud of Macha Works. And I think if in all the other schools, something of that nature, takes place, and I'm pretty sure the e-learning process will be enhanced. So I think my appeal is just that maybe other stakeholders like General Nursing Council, the Ministry of Health, need to come together so that we all speak the same language.
Well, on that point, because we are putting materials for each course, then each course will have to upload the materials. But the advantage is the curriculum is the same. So if you are talking about enrolled nursing, then you can just share. This group is doing materials for this courses and this group, and then you share the materials that you have so that you don't have to duplicate the same work in all the schools.